my dazzling, sparkling, and scintillating Toastmasters, would-be Toastmasters and guests. I'm Milind Kulabkar. Welcome you all to the energetic, enchanting, and electrifying meeting of Speech Weavers Toastmasters Club Bangalore. And to ensure it's really electrifying, energetic, and enchanting, there are a few ground rules. Number one, keep your mobile phone muted at all times. And I'm also doing with you and giving you 5 seconds for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And those who have joined online, of course, all of us are joined online. Keep your audio muted at all times unless you're invited to speak. And keep your video on at all times unless you're moving out or in of the room. And make sure to applaud every role taker who comes and expresses his or her views. And I assure you, every role taker, every speaker who comes and expresses his or her view will use the utmost discretion while expressing their views, if any, on sex, politics, or religion. And now it's my honor to welcome our club president, who has been a civil engineer and a project manager all his life, whether it was in erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, where he joined in the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, and he was instrumental in part of the erection of that, which was the foundation of which was led by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and was completed by Jawaharlal Nehru's daughter Indira Gandhi. Mr. Joseph, our president, was not satisfied only giving water to the people of Andhra Pradesh. He also went global. He went to a desert in Saudi Arabia and made sure they also had drinking waters by setting up a desalination plant whereby seawater is converted into potable water. And by this, Saudi Arabian citizens and residents could get potable water over there. And while it was inaugurated, he had the honor to shake hands with the King of Saudi Arabia and the King of Bahrain. And that event was televised live in the Saudi national TV channel. But gentlemen, our president, he's never satisfied with what he does. He again comes back to Bangalore. He becomes the consultant to the Bangalore Mahanagar Palika's chief commissioner to support and advise them on betterment of our own city, the green city, or so-called green city, Bangalore. And since he likes to express his views, he also joined Toastmasters movement and has been sharing his views. One of the views which he'll be sharing now. And not only for this club, he also is a member of an advanced ESG Toastmasters club in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, where also he has been an office bearer. Thereafter, he's also a member of the first Toastmaster club in the globe in USA, California. And he has been an area director in one of the states in USA. So let's hear the views or the presidential address of our one and only Toastmaster Joseph Rick Benedict. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Milind, for this graceful introduction. Warm welcome to our beloved Toastmasters and awesome guests for the meeting number 786, I bring to order. I was supposed to do the induction of the 4 members, but since I have found only one member, I will do later as when they join us in the other time. Ladies and gentlemen, the quality time. I would like to say a story before I could say what is quality time. A man wanted a land and he was asked how much you need for your sustenance. He said, I will start running from the sunrise to sunset, and whatever the area I covered, that will be given to me. So he was allowed to run from morning until evening. When the evening came, he fell down and died. Due to what? This is the stress, the exertion, the greediness. Okay. What is the quality time? Spending quality time with family can help strengthen family relationships. If you are working an adult, there's a good chance you lead a busy life. You might get lost in long hours working on weekdays. The catch up on course when you get home and weekends that feel like they go by in seconds. With so much going on, it is hard to spend quality time with family. How long you will earn? Even if you are well intentioned, but like seeing friends and finding moments to be alone, spending time with your family aids your work life balance and brings you closer to the people you love. Quality time is more than eating together at a quiet dinner table or driving the kids to school. It's about giving your full attention and building family bonds without interruption or distraction. And whether you are aware of not, all family members reap the benefits of spending valuable time together. Now, family looks different to everyone. To one person, it might be the nuclear unit of their partner and children, and someone else, it might be the grandparents who raised them. Some people who have chosen a family of people they love who are not blood related. Defining a family in the way it works for you gives you the chance to live life on your own terms and feel connected to the people you are truly care about. And since close relationships make you healthier, spending quality time with those people helps you live a happier, longer life. The importance is many people live with their families or interact with them often. You might have wake up next to your spouse every day and put your kids to bed every night. Adjusting up to the routine, it is easy to fall into this trap of interacting without spending true quality time together. Designating a specific time to show your family you care will have lasting effects both on you and the people close to you, whether they are your favorite cousins or your teenage children. If you have kids, you might have already noticed that they watch you every move. Children are observant and they absorb the behaviors and ideas you show them. A process known as observational learning. That means if you want them to develop strong principles, It is your responsibility to model behaviors and teach them with family values, which is so important. Spending quality time with the children or any members of your family gives the chance to express personal values and connect over common ones. You all demonstrate how you treat your others, want to be treated, and to react to certain situations, whether that is being honest or taking deep breaths to calm down under stress. Your family will pick up on your behavior and learn the healthy habits you uphold. Now it is time for me to introduce our Toastmaster of the day. He is a certified independent director, non-executive chairman and director on the board of AVM Impact India Private Limited, qualified company secretary and law graduate, certified mediator and long distance running. He is part of 5 Toastmaster clubs and is a great coach and mentor. He is the essay of speech weavers. Please clap your hands to welcome the one and only DTM Toastmaster Milind. Milind sir, take it away.
Thank you. Breaking news. How many of you have heard this term, breaking news? Good. Almost many of you have used it. But when did you first heard this news? Dheeraj, if I ask you that when did you hear this word breaking news? Some year or something?
In news,
During Corona period.
all the news channel mostly.
Correct, correct. So it has been on TV channel. This is a very common thing. Breaking news every day, every hour we have. But do you think this breaking news concept was come into existence only when the TV channel came or the news channel came? What do you think, Suraj? Was it only after the news channel 24 by 7 has come? Tarun, what do you think? Was it only during this time that this breaking news concept had come? Or was it even earlier? Or anyone else?
More familiar
Yes.
once we were started to watch the news channel.
Oh, okay, so only when this
Yeah.
news channel 24 by 7 came,
Yeah.
this breaking news.
It
That
is
has
even
become
before.
familiar word
Yeah.
later
It is
on.
even
Sorry,
before.
Dheeraj, what are you saying?
It is even before that when we are in the era of newspaper where the very bold letters are, and it's only one news in the paper.
Fantastic. That a news headline. So
Yes.
that was also almost like a breaking news. So what was in the headline? So that was the thing which used to attract us. So this is only when we can say news media, whether it was print media or no, television or so. So that is there. But do you think it was even before that this was possible? Where some news was spread without a newspaper or maybe newspaper, but not much.
Yes, it is. It may be not in the entire world or the bigger area, but it's a small area, right? Let's
Yeah,
say village.
correct,
It's a small
correct, correct.
village. If something has happened,
Mhm.
that news gets spread from the word of mouth.
Absolutely. Mm. So the term which you used was word of mouth was also a news headline or breaking news. Those were the times, even if uh, there were no telegram or no, even if they were there, but there was something called word of mouth also spreads like wildfire. And that is what exactly happened in 1924 on October 22nd, when the first Toastmaster club was started by the founder, Ralph Chestnut Smedley. Gradually, the news spread. It started going. So there was the first club, which I said, our Toastmaster Joseph, our club president, is a member. So that was in California, Santa Ana, California. So, but thereafter, multiple clubs came into being. And by the time it was 1930, the first Toastmaster club, which went across beyond USA, that was in Canada. So that was the first international Toastmasters club which was formed. And over the period, so it was 1930 was the first Toastmaster club which was formed in British Columbia and Canada. And then the name of Toastmasters was changed to Toastmaster International. And now, almost, after a decade, we are spread across 150 countries with more than hundreds and thousands of Toastmasters have become members. They have been enjoying this thing and becoming better communicator and better reader. In fact, in Bangalore, where we stay, many of you maybe are from Bangalore, there are more than 200 clubs. So that's why our Bangalore itself is broken in two halves. One is under District 92, one is under District 121. So that is the thing. The word of mouth does take time, but it also spreads. So that is a breaking news. Now, coming back to Toastmasters, what do we do in Toastmasters? We have a meeting where we have 3 sessions. First is the prepared speeches. It's a project-wise speech which has to be given, which was initially given in a manual form by Rav TMoD. Now it is on online, and there's a dedicated evaluator for that particular speech. And the speech is time-bound, and the timer makes sure that he indicates to the speaker how much time is required and how to close it. Next is our table topic speeches, that is the hat speeches. So where the table topic master gives a topic randomly to anyone he or she picks up, and the person has to speak at least for a minute and not more than 2.5 minutes. And the last one is the feedback session. As they say, feedback is the breakfast of champion. And the feedback session is moderated by the general evaluator. So today's general evaluator is a person who has been very active over the time. She's a life coach, laughter coach, working on transforming lives through empowerment, loves to spread smile and happiness around, likes to enrich herself on daily basis with different kinds of learning, and when possible, love to travel, meet and interact with people. She's a proud mother of 2 kids who have studied in topmost Ivy League schools, doing well in their lives. And also, she empowers underprivileged kids and women. So please join in welcoming the general evaluator for today, who is also from my club, the Speech Whisters Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Seema Madhya.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Milind, for this warm welcome. A very good evening to all fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm the General Evaluator in this meeting number 786. I welcome you all as it's going to be a great meeting started by our Toastmaster Milind sir with all that energy and our President Joseph sir who talked about the family. And also, Toastmaster Milind sir, the Toastmaster of the day, introduced the theme so very well. Yes, we all get tuned to the breaking news. But I have some breaking news for you because I am going to evaluate the whole meeting and I'm going to listen to each and everyone intently and observe everyone. Yes, be mindful. But I'm not going to do this job alone. I have with my team. I have a team, and the team comprises of a timer and a grammarian. So I would like to call upon my timer, Farzana, But before calling her, let me introduce her to you. Farzana, who's a supply chain professional with an electrical engineering background. I know she has a lots of experience in the same field. And when you listen to her, she speaks with a deep voice. She is currently taken up as a new role as an inventory manager to explore new skills, experience, and embrace the challenges. Well, that's the spirit to embrace challenges. Yes. Also, pursuing PMP certification, that's that's just a continuous journey of learning. Well, her hobbies, interests are natural photography, trekking, and she loves to read small articles and stories as well. Well, do we not love stories? Storytelling is a part of our Toastmasters, and here she is going to time our speeches. So let's see what are the timing specification for each and every speech and the table topic session. Over to you, Farzana. A great round of applause for our timer, Farzana. Yes.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, Simaji. So I'm so happy on hearing my own introduction from you. Thank you for that. Okay, good evening once again to all fellow Toastmasters here. I'm Farzana and I'm going to play as a timer role for today's meeting. So in today's meeting, the timer role, I'm going to raise the green card if the speaker or evaluator, whoever, is reaching the time, and yellow card when they are in middle of, going to touch their the end timing, and at the red card, it is at the final time, which is like alarm time. You can consider it as. So for the speakers, we have like 3 speakers for today's meeting. So for speakers, 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. And for the evaluators, we have 2 to 3 minutes of timing, where at 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. And 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. For the table topic speakers, we have time limit of 1 to 2 minutes, which is at 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. When the table topic speaker reaches the 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. And for all the speakers and evaluator, even after raising the red card, you'll be having the grace time of 30 minutes where you can quickly wrap up your speech. So I request everyone to be mindful about the timing and respect everyone timing over here. Thank you so much. All the best for all the participants and evaluators. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Simaji.
Thank you so much, Farzana. But I would request you to showcase those cards if possible.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. Green card, you can see my background as a green, and if I raise the yellow card, you can see my background changes to yellow and red is here. And while I show the red card, it is an alarming card. So make sure you are wrapping up your speech within 30 seconds after raising the red card. Okay.
Thank you so much, Farzana, for giving
Thank
out
you.
this timing details. And the red card, that's breaking news. When you see something red, you are alarmed. Yes, that's what breaking news is. But we also have an alarm for our language. And who is going to be our grammarian for today? Well, let me talk about her and then you can guess who is she. She is very intelligent, I would say. She observes very carefully with a slow and intent voice. She gives out whatever she wants to say, and she's very particular. Besides all these qualities, she is a user experience designer and she loves collecting. What do you love to collect? She loves Amazing designs. Can you believe that? She collects all those wrappers whenever she gets those gifts or all that, or when she goes for grocery shopping. Also, she's learning game design because of her love for her board games. And she would like to create a board game. Let's see if we can get a board game from her. Sometimes, to create this board game, she ends up watching videos. And what about those videos? Carnivorous plants. Oh my goodness, I could not even think of it. Can I watch a video of carnivorous plants? No way. But I salute our grammarian Apurva Singhal for doing that and being so intent on doing whatever she does. So over to you. Please welcome our grammarian Apurva Singhal with a great round of applause.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Seema. Those were very kind and fun words. Really love it. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Apurva. I'll be your grammarian today. And as your grammarian, I'll be listening closely to everyone's speeches and offering feedback on grammar, vocabulary, and language usage. I'll highlight examples, great examples, and provide gentle correction if and when needed. So, as my role, I'm supposed to give you word of the day too. So, today's word is radiant. It means bright, shining, or full of happiness and energy. So, you can use it in a sentence. For example, she walked into the room with a radiant smile on her face. I encourage all of you to use the word of the day. It's a wonderful way to describe someone or something full of positive energy. I'll share my observations at the end of the meeting, and I look forward to hearing your radiant contributions. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Apurva, for giving us your work details and also giving us the word of the day. And I would request everyone to use such radiant words for each and in their speeches, I would say that. And be radiant while giving their speeches. Isn't it wonderful? They have such a beautiful word today. And breaking news, I don't know how are we going to use in it, but let's see how are we going to use this word in our speeches. Before I go on, I'll just hand over the podium to our Toastmaster of the day, Milind sir, to carry on forward this meeting.
So, talking of breaking news, so we had news 100 years back. But there was something which happened way back in 1659 in November, which was a breaking news. And it happened. So I will request people from Maharashtra, Pune, not to disclose that. Have you heard the hill station called Mahamreshwar, Pasgani? Correct. When you had gone there, did you went to a fort called Pratapgarh? Any one of you? Okay. So next time when you go to Pratapgarh, ask for what was this breaking news on the foothill of the Pratapgarh fort. That fort is still there. So on the, just not foothill, in fact, just outside the fort, there's something.
Some battle of Shivaji Maharaj?
Oh, so something. So are you from Maharashtra?
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
I'm
that's, hey, no, no.
Maharashtra.
You are disqualified. That's what I said. Anyone from Maharashtra cannot. So I was trying to see
No,
whether the
I'm from
people.
Rajasthan. I'm
No,
from Rajasthan now.
but you are staying there, so that's you are anyway.
No,
You are
I'm
given
not
the
staying in Maharashtra.
you are stole the thunder from the Toastmaster of the evening. Anyway, no problem. But good, you talked about this breaking news, and it became such a breaking news in 1661. Even London Gazette had a newspaper that time. And in the headline, they talked about the same gentleman which you talked about, Shivaji Maharaj, and what was his deed for the last 2 years. So that is something, breaking news, that word of mouth which Dheeraj told, can spread like wildfire. Now let us see what the speaker number one today will be sharing his views. But before that, do we have Shweta, the evaluator for Shaurav? Has she joined? Shaurav, any idea?
She has not joined
He
yet.
has not yet joined, I believe.
Okay. So in that case, Shaurav, would you like to take it? Since you are the distinguished Toastmaster, is he Shaurav there or he also? Because there were. If not, Dheeraj, would you or Tarun, any one of you can fastest finger first? Who would like to take the role?
We have.
Okay. Dheeraj has unmuted. So Dheeraj, so what I'll do, or Shaurav, would you like
Milind,
to?
sir, Dheeraj is a new Toastmaster. So Dheeraj is new to Toastmasters.
Okay. Then
We can
Tarun,
ask.
would you like to, Tarun?
Tarun is also new to Toastmasters, so I don't
Okay.
mind taking it up. I'm happy to take it up.
Okay. No, then it's okay. I'll take it because anyway, you are the evaluator for number 2 also, no?
Yes.
Then no problem. So, okay. So I am. So the speaker one, who will be speaking. So he's talking about his role. So he has taken level 2. He is from the persuasive influence pathways. Level 2, project 3. Am I correct, Shaurav? Or am I mixing
I think
something?
that's second speaker.
Okay, sorry. Let me just correct myself. Okay. Breaking news. Level 2, project 1, understanding the leadership style. The timer, please note, time is 5 to 7 minutes. And the speaker, I'm smelling something. Something like a biryani. How many of you can smell biryani? Either vegetarian biryani if you want, or non-vegetarian biryani. I'm just enthralled and engrossed. I'm having an appetite for biryani because this gentleman is coming from Hyderabad. So obviously, and he loves cooking. And he also works as a business development consultant. And he has joined Toastmaster to improve his public speaking skills, build confidence, and connect with like-minded people. So please join me in welcoming the speaker number 1, who is from Spell Wizard Advanced Toastmaster Club, and who has chosen his path as effective coaching. And the project is understanding your leadership style. So over to speaker number 1, Toastmaster Suraj Patra, understanding your leadership style. Over to you.
Now, before starting my speech, I want to ask you all, how many are leaders here, whether in the school, college, or office? Thank you. That's great. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, good evening to all. 4 years ago, I was working with a lead generation company that helped other companies to generate qualified leads. I joined there as an intern, and I worked with that company so well. I am able to achieve monthly target on time or before time. And do you know what happens to any employees, those who work well in office? Anyone? Please.
They give you more work.
Yes, that's correct. My manager given me more tasks. He has assigned me a new project, and he promoted me as a team leader. At the time, I had a team of 6 members. After getting the promotion, I had a radiant smile in my face. And my legs were on the air right now, right at the time. Next day, I called a team meetings, where I explained the project details to my team members, and I suggested everyone to follow my rules, what I used to, how I used to work, the same way the team should work. Day passed, month passed. After 3 months, I was surprised to see our team has got 0 leads, 0 qualified leads to the clients. Clients were so unhappy, and the manager just smashed. He told many things to me, and he advised only one thing to me. He said one thing, and that thing is that line is none of us is as smart as all of us. I repeat, he said none of us is all as smart as all of us. That line hit so hard to my mind. After the meeting, I went I have arranged a team meeting. All 6 of us in a small room. I asked my team members why we are not getting the results. Initially, the team members were hesitated because I was so rude at the time. Then gradually they opened up. They spoke few changes that it might have change in demographics, change in geography, or change in service or product lines. Because of that, we are not able to get leads. Then, instead of giving my own suggestion to the team, I asked all the team members to give their own inputs, how we can overcome these challenges. The team members, one by one, each of them have given their suggestions, and here I have accumulated all the ideas, and I have followed a new techniques. I have introduced new tools and techniques to generate leads. After 1 month, we started getting leads to the clients. The client was so happy. After 2 months, we were the top team to give a huge amount of leads to particular clients. And for the post 4 months, we were the top performer of that company. I cannot see the timer card. Okay, so
Hello, myself, Madhuri Gambhir.
okay. So
Now only he reached 5 minutes. You please continue.
Sure.
Yeah.
So after all these discussions from my team members, I have learned 3 key lessons. Value the team input. Second, encourage team participations in the decision makings, because you are the only one mind, but teams have their own way of working, so you can gather the ideas from them. And third, important things, you are not always the smartest. Whether you are an experienced person or a fresh leader, remember, you are not always 100%. So fellow Toastmasters, democratic leadership is nothing about just giving or making a decision. It is more about listening to your co-workers, encourage their participations in the team. In short, it is all about the democratic leadership should be run by the people. Whether you are working in any office or college, or you are a leader in your sports team, or you are a leader in Toastmasters, just remember one thing: when we work together, we succeed together. I repeat, when we work together, we succeed together. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Milind.
Thank you, Suraj Patra, for explaining the leadership style. What a fantastic way you give your personal story. So please applaud him lustily.
Thank you.
And now it's my honor to welcome the evaluator for speaker number 2. So he makes sure that he helps people to have those who have deep pockets to make them deeper. The pockets can be touching the ground. Even if those who do not have youngsters, college going through, he helps them to make sure they handle their finance properly, and gradually they start having deep pockets, because he's a co-founder of an organization which handles finance of others and makes sure it starts growing. So please join me in welcoming the evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Adarsh Krishna.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Milind, for such an incredible introduction as usual. And that brings me to my next speaker, the speaker number 2, Toastmaster Blessy. I actually find this project very appealing to me because I have delivered this quite a few times myself at multiple clubs. To quickly state, Toastmaster Blessy is presenting her level 2 project 3, which is the introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of her previous experience as a protege. So I'm looking forward to your speech, and I'm looking forward to evaluating your speech. All the best, and back to you, Toastmaster Milind.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adarsh. Now it's my honor to welcome Blessy, who also happens to be from the same club where Suraj is, Spell Wizard Advanced Toastmasters Club, and from Hyderabad. She works as a crowd engineer. She's a Toastmaster for the last 7 months. So please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Blessy. Introduction to Toastmaster Mentoring. Introduction to Toastmaster Mentoring, Blessy.
Breaking news. A child fell into swimming pool without floaties, without lessons, and with no idea how to stay afloat. This is how exactly I felt the day I was told that I would be stepping into a project managerial role. Until then, I was an engineer. I was a technical professional, a coder, solver of problems, and tinkerer of machines. But managing people? Oh my God. Managing people? That was completely different world. I was terrified. Today, I want to share with you the journey of transformation, a story of struggle, resilience, and the power of mentorship. In order to set the stage, let me take you back in time. A few months ago, I joined a new team, and suddenly I was put into this program called Early Career Development Program. And now suddenly I wasn't working on projects myself. I was managing them. I was supposed to lead meetings, schedule them, organize the timelines, track the deliverables, and here is the kicker. And I am supposed to manage a group of highly experienced professionals, many of them who are way more experienced than me. I couldn't ever dream of this. The first few weeks were a disaster. I fell completely out of my depth. It was a plunge into darkness. I couldn't keep track of deadlines. I couldn't keep track of the tasks. I couldn't keep up with what's going on. I did not understand the terms. I did not understand what's going on. It was disaster. I was extremely disappointed and discouraged. And my manager, she was visibly frustrated. A few weeks later, she came to me and said, "Why are you not able to keep up with tasks?" I answered, no, I did not answer anything because I had no answer. I remember one day sitting at my desk, looking at my long list of tasks, out of which 100% of them were slipping deadlines. And there was a whirlwind in my brain of self-doubt. Is this for me? Am I the right person to do this? Why am I even chosen to do this task? My manager, she came to me and said, "We will figure this out. We will figure this out." What she did that day was far more impactful. She became my mentor. Every day, we had a short one-on-one meeting where she would ask, "What's working? What's not working? Where do you need help?" And at first, this felt like an interrogation session. But sooner, I realized she was not just pointing my mistakes. She was teaching me how to correct them. And one day she said, "You are trying to do everything yourself. But you know what? A good project manager knows how to distribute work." Well, this felt like a revelation. And suddenly something clicked. And I became very good at delegating tasks thereon. Okay, something started to work on. Gradually, after coaching and mentoring for multiple weeks, I started to see the change. Previously, all the deadlines were missing. And now I see the trust in my team members. They trusted me, my mentor trusted me, and moreover, I trusted myself. That was the change. Sooner, I learned all the lessons from all my mistakes, and at the end of 6 months, I realized that all my projects were delivered on time without any delays, and I was leading 20 different projects, which I never thought that I would do it. And this was all because of one single sentence, one hope that was given by my mentor. I think most of the times when we enter into the stage of darkness, when we do not know where to go, there is always a light of hope, a helping hand, which gives you their hand to move forward. I think the same thing happened with me. She came as the light in the darkness. And well, I think whenever life throws you in such scenarios, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean onto someone else because they can lead you to something which you never even thought of. I think this is where one great man told me that a mentor is someone who takes you to a new potential which you never even thought that you would reach. Fellow Toastmasters, whenever you are in this position, there is always hope. There is always light in the darkness. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Blessy, for inspiring each one of us with your personal story. So let's give a round of applause to Blessy. And now, talking of breaking news. So it went all the way to London, in London Gazettes, the news headline was there. But like Rives said, word of mouth, right from Pratapgarh and from Maharashtra those days, and it spread toward the north. And somewhere in Kanpur, about a few kilometers from Kanpur, there was a young boy who also got the news of that fantastic event which happened, where Shivaji Maharaj had defeated a great leader, Afzal Khan. He was such a great leader, warrior, shrewd warrior in the south that he was known across India. And it was unthinkable that this gentleman, Shivaji, who was hardly 5 feet 5 inches, whereas Afzal Khan was 7 feet tall, could be killed by this young man of 27 years. So that's why the news spread. And Afzal Khan, mind you, way we show as a villain is a fool. No, he was not a fool. He was such a great warrior. In history, he is known for arresting the Mughal prince Alamgir Aurangzeb, who was the third prince of Shah Jahan, son of Shah Jahan, the emperor, and Mumtaz Begum. And Shah Jahan is to always send this Alamgir Aurangzeb to the most difficult territories. And he knew this prince of mine will manage that. But somehow, Afzal Khan not only arrested him, imprisoned, and now, as was the news, Afzal Khan does, whomever he arrests, he humiliates them and then butchers them. So now it was the honor of Mughal Empire. So Shah Jahan sent a message. Afzal Khan was working for Nizam of Hyderabad. So he said, dare you touch my son, third son. If something happens, I'll leave Delhi and come all the way and I'll make your Nizam's Shahi kingdom a ruin. So that if you want any money, tell me, I can give anything you want. So there was a treaty whereby Nizam got massive booty from Mughal Empire, and Afzal Khan was requested by Nizam to release Alamgir Aurangzeb, who later on became the Mughal king and who had the largest Mughal empire in history. So that was Afzal Khan. So that's why that breaking news spread like anything in wildfire in North India, as I told, in Kanpur. A young boy also heard. And they come from that poet. So their tradition is they would make poems, go across villages, say that poem in a very nice manner, very energetic manner, inspiring manner. It was almost like they call it chand. Chand is like a very rhythmic way. It's almost like our rap music or something. So he used to make that. So he went to one zamindar, he made that. So zamindar was so impressed with this young boy. He honored him with the name Kavi Bhushan. So Kavi means poet. Bhushan means is the honor. So no one knows in history what was Kavi Bhushan's actual name. And this young boy, all the way from Kanpur, crossed the Vindhyas, came all the way to Maharashtra, and even recited this poem in the court of Shivaji. Shivaji said, "Thank you. Now you will be staying here, and you will be becoming my Raj Kavi." So all his life, Kavi Bhushan thereafter spent here, and he has written multiple chand in his Awadhi, which is a Hindi version, and it's still so popular. And here, so that is something you can, I'll just share the link. You can go into the video and just enjoy that chant, small about Shivaji or even other princes and kings. So that was the breaking news. Now coming back to our third speaker. And before that, may I check whether the evaluator number 3, Shraddha Bhattacharya, has joined? Others?
No, sir, I don't think Shraddha has joined, but I think
Okay.
Saurabh raised his hand. I think Saurabh
Yeah,
is
great, okay. So distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh, would you like to, so good, so you can be the evaluator for, so does he has the evaluation sheet or he has the update? Anything has been shared with him?
No, I am a last minute entry.
Oh, no problem. So, Toastmaster Joseph, can you just tell what is your speech details? Speaker number.
You are on mute.
Yeah, Joseph sir, who is the speaker number 3, if you can share your speech details.
Path is motivating strategies.
Okay.
Level 1, project 2, vocal variety and body language.
Okay. So, Shogav, you got a hang of it? Distinguished Toastmaster Shogav?
I have one question. As per my knowledge, level 1 project 2 is writing a speech.
You saw my evaluated here before.
Am I audible?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so either it can be L1, P2, level 1 project 2, or it can be voice modulation and body language. It can't be both at the same time.
So
Can I
let's,
request you to
let's then go with this voice language, voice modulation and body language.
Okay,
Assume
so
that
then
is
it should
there.
be L1, P3.
Okay. Thank you,
P2 is
Shogav.
writing a speech with a purpose.
Okay. Thank you, Shogav,
I
distinguished
am good.
Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Thank you. So may I invite the speaker number 3, Toastmaster Joseph, voice modulation and body language. Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 2012, I was in Singapore to make a consultancy firm joining with other company. I went alone. The day I went, already my boss lost one eye of her sight. The doctor advised her to go for MRI to save the other eye. So I instructed this to my children and I left to Singapore. Every day, I always talk to my wife to check how is her health. There was a day when one of our colleagues said that we will visit Singapore today. So we prepared for a round trip in the Singapore city. Then I tried to call as usual every day my wife. And she said that she's having a fever and also temperature and BP and sugar, whatnot. And she wanted to take antibiotics. I told her that do not take antibiotics and be your doctor yourself. Go to the hospital. Then I told all my children to persuade her to go to hospital. But everybody failed. It was very unfortunate. And nobody took her to the hospital. I was worried. I go from one end to the other, and what to do, I do not know. And my colleagues are saying, what happened? I told them, this is what's going on. I don't know what to do. The time is passing. At around 4 o'clock Singapore time, my daughter was asking, what is the account number? I said, damn the account number. Go to the hospital and put her in the emergency. But she did not do that. Somehow, it appears that my spouse agreed to go to the hospital. Before that, she wanted to visit the church. It was a Maundy Thursday, 3 days before the Easter. Then, as she went to the church, she collapsed there. My God, what is this? I got this news. I was very, very sad on this place. This news was made me upset. I could not stand myself. When I heard this news, I prayed, God, give her life. Take my life. However, after some time, I called again. She was in the hospital. And I was told that the doctors are trying to put her life back again to the normal. This news still has to take time. I went back. Immediately, I reserved my flight to India. And the flight, unfortunately, was in the next morning. And again, it was delayed by evening. This happens normally. And then again, I went to the church on Good Friday, prayed God that I should listen to her voice when I call her. So that soon after, I took the telephone and I called her and I heard her voice. I thank God for that one because she gave me a life. To me, God has given a life to her. It was so much of agony that I have to follow. I could not bear this. Then again, evening, I took a flight, went down to the hospital after landing at the airport, and I asked everybody to leave. And I was there with her all night. Next day, it was Saturday, she asked the doctor, Doctor, I want to spend Easter with my family. Relieve me if it is possible. And the doctor released him, pleased her. And then, on our way, she is complaining to me that she lost the second eyesight also. What is this, Lord? You are punishing me. Not only me, you are punishing the whole family. I was very upset, not knowing what to do. Went home. It has to happen, and there is no other remedy. As we go there, Easter Sunday, we spent in a very sad moment because she lost her eyes. And finally, time has come to live it like that. And she lived with me for 1 more year. I took care of her with 2 eyes blind. I alone, from morning till evening, taking care of her. And one fine morning, she again had a problem. And we took her to the Manipal hospital, which is supposed to be a good hospital. Spent 10 lakhs. They gave me a dead body. It was on 24th December 2023. What I can do? Nothing is in my hand. God wanted an angel, and she is dead. I returned back with sad moment of my life. And now I am living alone, but she lives in my spirit. She lives in my spirit. With that as an intention, I am going along, joining the Toastmaster to relieve my loneliness and enjoying the people of Toastmasters to fulfill my ambitions. That was the only thing that can solve my loneliness. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph, for sharing your personal emotional story. We are all touched with your loss, the greatest loss which you had. And the way you expressed with all the emotion, it was heart-rending. We are sharing your sorrow, and we all will help you to overcome that through Toastmasters. Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph. With this, now we move to the second session, which is a fun-filled session, which is called, what is it called? Well, I don't know what is it called. So let me ask the person who will be conducting this. She has been a Toastmaster since April 2012. This journey has made her reflect on all the experiences in life, and it's a great opportunity to go through them. Her hobby is making others happy, which brings her joy most of the time. She is married, living with a lovely family, and blessed with beautiful daughter. She is happy to live her life every day and to face each moment with joy. So please join me in welcoming the conductor of this session, which is known as Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Kavita.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Milind. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the guests. I'm happy to welcome you all to the table topic session. It's a great opportunity to develop impromptu speaking skills. In our life, we often face two common questions. Any idea what are the two questions? What are you doing? Where are you? These questions where we don't want to lie, but also we don't want to share the whole truth. This is where the table topic session comes in handy to respond appropriately and confidently. So that here we are going for the rules. The table topic time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, timer will show the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, timer will show the yellow card. At 2 minutes, timer will show the red card. The speaker will have 30 seconds to wrap up their speech. Speaker who speaks more than 2 minutes 30 seconds or less than 1 minute 30 seconds will be disqualified for voting. Everyone will get the opportunity to speak today. I request to use word of the day, the theme of the day. Now we are moving on to the topics. Who is going to be our first table topic speaker? Any volunteers? Can I? Okay, Saurabh would like to. Okay. Your topic is, what is the one thing you want to follow to achieve success in 2025? What is the one thing you want to follow to achieve success in 2025? Over to you, Toastmaster Saurav.
Am I
Saurav,
visible? Yeah, I think there is some issue in
but you are
Zoom.
audible. Yes. You can go. Yes.
Can you repeat the topic, please? What is the one thing?
One thing you want to follow to achieve success in 2025. Saurav, did you get the
Yeah.
topic?
Yes.
Yeah, over to you.
Every year we start the new year with some new plans. Fool people like me do not make plans. Smart people like you do a retrospection. What went well in the previous year? What did not work well? And then you come up with some strong strategies. I'll do this, I'll do that. Dear Table Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters, and my lovely friends, the one thing or the one plan I would like to follow in 2025 to be successful is not to make any plan. There are different reasons for it. Reason number one, I make plans every year and my plans never work. So this time, no plan. Live like a flea bird. Whenever you see an opportunity, grab it, work on it, because I believe in the principle of the best time to do a work is NOW, now. The second reason is why to make a plan when the life is all about impromptu speaking and impromptu handling situations. I made a plan a few days back to complete a project the way I want it in my office. The moment I was halfway through, I got to know the requirements from the clients have changed. And the plan, boom, was no more reasonable. And then I realized it's not always important to have a plan. Something which is more important is to prepare yourself to live the life when the life in itself is not planned. And if you know the art of living the life when things go crazy, you are the true winner. So my plan for 2025 is don't make a plan, be strong, always face situations more strongly, more confidently. Thank you so much, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurav, for sharing your thoughts. I request this guest to take part of the table topic session. So, guest, please volunteer for table topics. Anyone from? Yes. Poonam. Hello, Poonam. Your topic is what breaking news have you never forgotten in your life? What breaking news have you never forgotten in your life? Over to you.
Breaking news. 8 o'clock, everyone hooked on the television. Guess what? COVID all around. And it's the lockdown announced by our Prime Minister of India. I think that was the moment none of us has forgotten till date. Whenever that month comes, we are scared. What next? Yes, my dear friends, a very good evening to everyone here. That was the time 2 years back. We all have experienced the trauma, the disease, the illness, the scares everywhere around us, as if we had all lost hope. What will happen? This is the time when the world is come to an end. And we were not taking any further plans to travel anywhere because we were all locked in the four walls, eating, sleeping together. That was the only one thing which the family cherished, the me time with the family time. Everyone has ample time and we were talking to each other. In that difficult moments of survival even, the family was standing together, holding each other hand and saying, yes, we will come through this. There were few families which were scattered, but there were few who actually made through it. And I am so lucky that my family was safe. I was safe. We were there together for each other. But I can never forget that breaking news when it was flashed on the television. Lockdown. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Poonam, for sharing your experience. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Marudesh. Toastmaster Marudesh. Yes. Your topic is what is the one best quality in your life that you like to share with others? What is the one best quality in your life that you like to share with others? Over to you, Toastmaster Marudesh.
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
What is the one best quality you like to share it with others?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, one best quality is believe in yourself, because I have saw most of the successful people who believe in themselves and they done the hard work and they got success in their life. In my life also, I used to think, if anything I want to do new, it was difficult, and I used to procrastinate the things. Then once uh, like that, many time I procrastinate, but when the situation is uh, I want to do, then I used to when I done that, I used to feel it was very easy. In the same way, many things in my life, uh, in my profession, in my Toastmaster journey, I used to feel it was very difficulty to speak in English, and difficulty to take the roles I used to think. But uh, when, gradually when I took role, it was become very easy. In the same way, we all should believe ourselves. We all should trust ourselves, because when we didn't believe, we will the success will not come. Hence, when we see most of the successful people who believe themselves, they done the hard work. Hence, they got a success in their life. Thank you. Back to the table.
Thank you, Toastmaster Marudesh, for sharing your thoughts. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Dheeraj. Your topic
Your voice is breaking.
What is one habit? I will generally. What is one habit you wish you could break? Toastmaster Dinesh, did you get?
Okay. So from the childhood, we always follow certain habits. Some of the habits which taught by us, by our parents, some of the habits taught by us by our teachers, and some of the habits we are getting from the different peoples, like friends and other peoples. Okay, so there are certain habits which you form, like sleeping is one of the habit, reading is one of the habit, right? Procrastination is one of the habit that everyone is the lazy people are doing. And as I'm an IT engineer, so IT engineers are most lazy people in the I would say world. So everything they want on their table. If they want anything, they want to go to the Amazon. If they want to shopping, they go to, like, if someone in the family also asks, I want to buy something, they'll immediately say, why don't you ask for the home delivery? So this is one of the habit to basically there are many habits, but two habits that I want to share. You ask one, I will say two habits. One is the procrastination, where we are delaying the things, and other thing is that we are not moving from our table. So these are the two habits. This will also help me to do certain things very quickly. One of the thing is moving. There is one book which recently I read is Ikegai, where they are saying move whenever you get a time, or whenever don't sit at one place. Moving is the only thing which help you to build your health, or think more better way. So this is one habit that I would like to uh, sitting at one place, I have to leave. Another thing is the procrastination, where I am most of the time delaying the things. So these are the two habits that I would like to uh, give away. So yeah, thanks Toastmaster Kavita for giving me the opportunity. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dheeraj, for sharing your experience. You want to away from that habit. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Mamta. Toastmaster Mamta, are you ready?
Yes, yes, yes.
Your topic is describe a moment when you stepped out of your comfort zone. Describe a moment when you stepped out of your comfort zone. Over to you, Toastmaster Mamta.
Yes. So comfort zone is the one thing which can lead you to the which can keep you away from the success what you really want to achieve in your life. So when you leave your comfort zone, so there are many moments when I was feeling comfort. So when I left it, that I was in the other world. So we face daily to daily that where we have many tasks to do, but due to that we are delaying the task due to comfort zone. So it makes us and it gives us anxiety, it gives us depression. So the moment I would say that, for example, my daily to daily task, I need to book something, I need to check, I need to do my some of the tasks of the office. So what I do is I create an intention, and that I follow my task in this way, and I am really satisfied, and I get happy when I complete all my tasks and leave the comfort zone. So, comfort zone, we can say that if you want to succeed in your life, so we should leave comfort from the life. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamta. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Tarun for our next topic. Your topic is, what is one thing on your bucket list you haven't done yet? What is one thing on your bucket list you haven't done yet? Over to you, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you so much, Kavita. So, if I had to think of one thing that's in my bucket list, it's most likely to be traveling or taking a trek up north. So, I think that's something that I've been aiming for at least for the past few years. Pandemic hit, so I had to change directions. Then I went on to pursue my master's. So again, that's been pushed off, or like it's always taken like a P2 or P3 in priority. So probably looking at 2025, I think I'd aim at taking a trek to up north and like explore some bits of it. So that's something that is or has always been like a fascination. I've read in a lot of books nowadays with social media and a lot of YouTube and access to a lot of things. I keep getting shot micro videos of how beautiful it is, and I'm getting to understand a lot about how people are able to explore untapped zones, new terrains. So that's something that keeps exciting me, and I'm really looking forward to traveling sometime maybe early next year itself. So thank you. Over to Toastmaster Kavita. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tarun. This is our last topic. Who is willing to take?
Now, with this, we are closing it. Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master Kavita, for sharing your having an enthralling table topics session.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and sorry, the kids, we are already reaching the end timing, so that's why I have no other option but to use my option to close this session number 2, an enthralling session by Toastmaster Kavita. And let's give a round of applause to her. Great job. And wasn't the entire session, as I told you, electrifying, enthralling, inspiring all through? The reason for this is that the mission of every Toastmaster club, and especially speech weavers, which provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which Toastmasters and its members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And now, to make sure your communication skills are further enhanced, as well as your leadership skills are further enhanced, we have something called breakfast session, which is the last session, which is also known as evaluation session, and which will be conducted by the general evaluator. So may I invite the general evaluator, Toastmasters Seema Badia, to take it over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Milind. Yes, what an enthralling session we had from our Toastmaster Kavita. And now we have the evaluations of the speeches given, of 3 speeches. And now, for as we don't have enough time, I would just rush to call our first evaluator of the first speech given by our Toastmaster Suraj Patra. What a wonderful speech, wasn't it? But let's hear the evaluation from our Toastmaster Milind.
Understanding your leadership style, that was the topic of my target speaker, or the speaker number 1, Suraj Patra. And which touched me, and I'm sure each one of you, which added to the authenticity, because he talked about his personal story in his office, because that is the place where leadership style comes place. And he talked about how the challenging time which he had, where targets were not reached, how he reached out to his team members, asked their inputs, and allowed them to share that instead of imposing on them what he felt was correct. So that was beautifully done. And ultimately, he also highlighted what was his learning through that, listen to others or whatever. He shared those, and with that, he concluded. So fantastic leadership style explanation given by Toastmaster Suraj Patra. You have successfully completed this particular project. So kudos to you. Now to take your speech to the next level, you shared your personal story to add a slightly more authenticity. You said your teammates, but of course teammates are individuals. So who said what? You could have named them. Rakesh said this, Gautam said that, John said that, David said that, Kavita said that. So that would have given, because then that team becomes an individual, life comes. So it becomes much more clearer. So that was there. And number 2, now there are other leadership styles also, which he could have at least touched upon. So there are multiple 5 styles or whatever is there. And you have chosen this style because it suits you. Or you had made a combination of this style and that style. So as an audience, they could have known that there are multiple leadership styles, because there are sometimes you have to dictate terms, you have to put your foot down, so you have to be authoritative. So, because otherwise in family also, everyone gives the views and we don't know where to go for vacation. Sometimes enough is enough. Now better listen. So okay, you did not use it, but at least fact that there are multiple leadership styles, and your preference was this because it succeeded. Because ultimately in leadership style, that is important. What succeeds, which tool to pick up. So if you had shared that with naming your team members, it would have enhanced the authenticity, which anyway was there. So great authentic speech. And with this, few tips talking about other leadership styles and naming the individuals would have further enhanced the authenticity. With this, over to the general evaluator, Seema.
Thank you so much for this wonderful evaluation, Milind sir. Yes, we came to know about our speaker Suraj Patra's style. Uh, I just forgot the style, democratic leadership. Yes, but focusing, I mean, you could have just spoken about the different leadership styles. Also, I would have just loved when you were standing, you could have just moved here and there, and a little bit of voice variations that could have just taken your speech a little notch higher. A wonderful speech and a wonderful evaluation. A great round of applause for our speaker and the evaluator. Yes. Now we move on to our second evaluation, the speech given by Blessy. But and the speech, the evaluation is going to be done by our Toastmaster Adarsh. Are you ready, Adarsh, with your evaluation of the wonderful speech given by Blessy? Over to you, Toastmaster Adarsh.
Plunge into darkness. I think that's I would say, a very apt title for something that I'm sure a lot of us who have been in Toastmasters for some time would be able to relate to. Clearly, when you're starting with your Toastmasters journey, you have no clue what to do. And I could see that sense of doubt when you started your speech. But of course, you made sure that our attention was grabbed in the process. You started, and I loved how versatile you were when you said breaking news, which was the theme of the meeting today. I think that came out of nowhere. And then you went straight into your story. You went straight into your story, and I think it was a very relatable story because good number of us work in organizations, so we do understand what happens when you get into that situation. I love that you were able to sort of represent that situation and you were able to show that sense of doubt, and I could see the tension on your face when you were put into that situation. As a leader, out of nowhere, you had to manage people that were so much more experienced than you. I thought that was remarkable. And you went towards the end of your speech, wonderful ending. I thought the quote was very much important, and you connected your speech title with the story along with the entire speech, which I think made a massive difference in the grand scheme of things. Now, quickly coming to certain areas that you can work on as a speaker. First and foremost, I have a quick question. Blessy, I'd like you to unmute yourself.
Surely, yes.
All right. Blessy, how many times have you prepared this speech? Very, very honest. Be very honest with me. How many times have you prepared for the speech?
A
Or how
few
many times have you
times.
rehearsed this? 3 times, 2 times? How many times?
I think like 3, 4 times.
3, 4 times. All right. 3, 4 times is fairly okay. But the next time when you are about to prepare, now I could see that you were well prepared. In the grand scheme of things, you were well prepared. But I could sense that there were certain moments, very, very rare moments, where I felt that maybe you could have prepared better. And that was a very, very intricate observation by me. It's not that throughout the speech I saw you struggle. No, I think for 95% of the time you were more or less comfortable. But there was this situation where I saw you repeat the same sentence 2 times or 3 times. That was not an anaphora. I thought you were just lost for words in those two situations alone. I may be wrong, but I leave it to you to decide. And that would mean that you should probably spend a little bit more time preparing yourself, or maybe it takes time. It takes time at Toastmasters because, after all, you're only 7 months into your journey. I could hardly realize. And then that brings me to the next area of improvement. I think maybe you could probably interact with the audience a little bit more. because I thought the speech was a story that you told, although very engaging. Maybe it couldn't have engaged certain parts of the audience, that may not be working in an organization. Perhaps I could be retired, sitting at my home at the moment. I could never relate to something like this. Or maybe I was doing something else. I don't know anything about project management. So maybe it could attempt to interact with us to help us understand what we were talking about. And then I, and last but not the least, it's a very, very minor thing. I was not able to see some of your gestures. Maybe it could have been because of your virtual background, or probably you just had placed your laptop in such a way that I was not able to see some parts of your body. But in the grand scheme of things, I thought your speech was amazing. I thought it had a good start, a good body, and good experience, and a very good ending, perhaps. And there were three areas that we could work on. Maybe we could prepare a little bit more to avoid having to repeat a sentence twice. And maybe you could interact with the audience more. And last but not the least, you only have to place your camera properly. I thought your clarity was amazing. Your vocal variety, of course, it's something that all of us are working on every day at Toastmasters. Even I'm working on it. So it's going to take quite some time. Your eye contact was amazing. And by and large, the topic spot on. It's something that I love more than anything else to talk about Toastmasters mentorship. All the best to you and your upcoming speeches. I cannot wait to evaluate you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What an evaluation by our Toastmaster Adarsh. Yes, I was totally, just glued when you said breaking news. Yes, the topic was breaking news, and you started with that. And you were so radiant while giving your speech. You seemed very confident. Besides the evaluation given by others, I have just 2 points which I noted. I mean, whatever pointers others, Toastmaster others has said, I still have 2 more points. When you said, uh, uh, you you just said it was disaster, but you just put it so force. It was disaster. Somehow I could not relate, or somehow you could have done it in a better way. It was disaster. Oh my goodness, or something like that made it like it seemed a disaster. And the second was looking at a long list when you just pointed out, but you could have just say to your hand and you could have looked at the long list. So that could have been more prominent when you could have said this. Yes, and everything added to it. It was a wonderful speech. And I know you carried the speech throughout. So we were totally, I would say, besieged by your speech. Now we would move on with our third speech evaluation. And the third speech evaluation is done by none other than our distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh Tiwari for evaluating the speech of our President Joseph Benedict. Toastmaster Joseph Benedict. Over to you, Saurabh Tiwari, for the evaluation of the speech.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Once again, a good evening to all of you, and a special good evening to distinguished Toastmaster Joseph. What an amazing speech. We not only laugh today, but very rare in Toastmasters when we hear a speech, we love it and we cry at the same time. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joseph, for sharing your experience in this speech in this lovely meeting. I would like to share what I liked, what I think you can do better, and a quick summary. Surprisingly, today I have 6 points that I want to share. I loved in your speech 2 small areas of improvement, and then I'll move ahead with my summarization. First thing that I loved is the highly emotional content that you brought, which was true and touching. And we all noticed everyone in the audience was hooked throughout the speech till the end. The second thing, the speech is not a story cooked by you or probably you have seen somewhere else and shared with us. It was an end-to-end personal story. And whenever we share a personal story, the credibility and the onus of the story goes always high. The third thing is because it is your own story and you are a senior Toastmaster who carries rich experience in public speaking and communication, you looked very fluent, you were connected with the audience, and your storytelling style came out very effectively. The fourth thing is the power of voice modulation, which is also one of the objectives for the speech. You did it very well. Body language, gestures, non-verbal communication, along with vocal variety, the pace, the tone, the pitch, the volume, everything was amazing, and I just loved it. A few examples that I would like to quote. Our anger was effectively visible. You said some lines in your speech when you were venting out the frustration and the anger. And at that point, I noticed the way you used your voice, it added a lot of effect to the speech and the message you were trying to convey. The fifth point that I loved is the smart and effective uses of pauses. Two or three example. There was one line, I should listen to her voice when I call her. But when you spoke like this. I should listen to her voice when I call her. You broke one line into three pieces by having some amount of pause, and this was a magical experiment. Likewise, she lost her second eyesight also. There are again two pauses in the same line, and this was great. And the last line is the closing, where you surprised us with this message that you lost your dear wife in December 2023, which is just a year ago. And that was truly touching and shocking. Two areas of improvement: one, the length of the speech, and two, the amount of the content. I noticed the speech was a bit long for a 5 to 7 minute period, which slightly made you also to rush the conclusion. And second, the amount of the content. So I would suggest you, while drafting the speech, try to review how much part you should carry in opening and body and in conclusion, and that's how you should draft it. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh, for giving such a wonderful evaluation. And yes, distinguished Toastmaster Joseph, we were certainly moved by your story, and we are really sorry to hear the loss of such an important person in your life. I mean, it's a great loss. We were moved. But yeah, I totally agree with the evaluation given by Toastmasters Saurabh. One more thing I just wanted to add besides all the evaluation, there were some places where your voice was too loud. In fact, somehow I could not, just feel that it could have been a little slower. And also, I felt that you were not moving much. If you could have moved a little with your hand gestures, it would have just made a great impact. So, yes, a wonderful speech by you, a personal story by you. And now, as we move on, we have the person who has timed out our speeches, and I would like to call upon our Toastmaster Farzana to give out the timing details of each and every one of us before my GE report too. Over to you, Farzana, for giving out the timing details, how we have done it.
Yeah, Toastmaster Simaji. I am sharing the report for everyone. I think everyone are looking very curiously for this report. How can I share?
Farzana, you can share a video.
Advanced sharing. Yep. Yes, I can now. Hope you can all see my screen here. Yep.
Can you please expand the font or something, because otherwise it's invisible for at least for my eyesight.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is this fine?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Well,
Sure.
Farzana.
Okay. So this is the report for today's Toastmaster speakers, evaluators, and table topic participants who have participated for the topic. And most of the participants have been completed their speeches within the time limit, but only few like Mamta and Tarun, it is not disqualified. Maybe this is like first time you are taking the table topics. So I wish next time you will be achieving the timing. And next, Adarsh, Others, your evaluation was quite good, and but the timing is exceeded. Yeah. And other than that, I would like to really point out here Saurabh Tiwari. So I don't understand how accurately he completed his evaluation, sharp 3 minutes 30 seconds. I was looking to my clock, okay, whether he is going to exceed at least 1 second, but exactly at 3 minutes 30 seconds, you stopped. That's great, really. That's one thing
Kudos
I
to the
think I should learn
timer.
from you. That
Thank you
Timer
so
shows your
much.
learning.
experience.
Yes, timer
Yeah,
learning from experienced Toastmaster.
yeah, we should
That's
learn
Thank
from
wonderful.
you.
it. Yeah, I became
We
so
can see the
radiant.
great smile.
Yes, Simaji, thank you so much. Anyways, I will share this timing report for everyone's on the Zoom chat and also on the WhatsApp chat so that everyone have a look on their timings at your convenience. Yeah. Thank you. Over to you, Simaji.
Thank you so much, Farzana, for giving us such a detailed report of each and everyone speaker's timings. And yes, to be so accurate to give the timing of the evaluation done by our Toastmaster Saurabh. Well, we had new speakers today, the new members who spoke, and I was really happy to hear them speaking. Our grammarian had to leave for another meeting, so I could not call her, but she has given her report, a detailed report, I would say, to me, and I would just read out her report to all of you. Well, it's a bit long, but bear with me because she has just written it down and posted it me, so I'm just going to read it out to all of you. She has spoken about this first speaker, Toastmaster Suraj. She said this overall speech. I mean, I think that could be added in my general evaluation also, whatever she has given. So you can just think of adding all of that in my general evaluation for the speakers and everyone else. About Toastmaster Suraj, she said the overall speech was and very clear, and the language was simple and easy to understand. She especially like the phrase accumulation of ideas. You and Suraj, you also did a great job using the word of the day, radiant. One small correction: it should be radiant smile on my face and not instead of in my face. Yes, so you could go up and just correct it. And yes, a wonderful take on that. And now I would say, continuing with her report of speaker two, she said, Blessy. For Blessy, she said, her speech was quite relatable with a language that feels natural and easy to connect with, especially for a professional audience. Great use of phrases like, here's a kicker, out of my depth, and plunge downhill were well chosen and really added depth to the storytelling of her in her speech. And moving on, she said she talked about the third speaker, President Toastmaster Joseph Felix Benedict. She said that his speech was deeply moving and powerful. The way he conveyed such a heavy topic with so much emotion and sincerity was truly remarkable. Every word he used was packed with emotion and impact, so much that we completely lost in his speech. Yes, we completely lost and in his speech and moved by his speech. It was a heart-touching speech, and we felt the emotion of dear Toastmaster Joseph Felix. And then, what about the table topics? Yes, everyone she had something to say about. My report is going to be complete after her report, I think so. Toastmaster Saurabh, he had a continuous flow that kept me engaged from start to finish. Live life because Life itself is not planned. So beautiful. Toastmaster Poonam, the phrase flashed on the television had so much character. Very nice. I would say, yeah, super. Toastmaster Marutesh, the ideas were conveyed nicely. One small correction: we don't believe. Instead, we didn't believe. That could have been corrected. Toastmaster Dheeraj. Dheeraj, your speech had a great flow and was easy to follow. The progression of your ideas was seamless. Toastmaster Mamta. And she just missed her speech, so she's extremely sorry for that. But I loved her speech, Toastmaster Mamta. And I remember when you spoke about the moment you came, I mean, how important it is to come out of your comfort zone. So it was a great speech. And Tarun spoke for the first time, and we were so happy to have speaking our new members speaking for the first time. They just got enrolled and they took up the challenge to participate in our table topic session. So a great round of applause to our new Toastmasters, Dheeraj and Tarun. So Toastmaster Tarun said a great use of phrases like explore some bits of it and untapped zones, I think. The smooth transitions kept the speech flow effortlessly. Well, she had to leave, but she really enjoyed the speeches and the table topic session. And a great report by our grammarian, Apurva Singhal. So, a great round of applause to her. I think she deserves that. And she made my job much easier as I don't have to speak about each and everyone. But before I give my thorough report or just whatever is left, I would hand over to our dear President Joseph sir. He had something breaking news for all of you. So give a great round of applause for our President Joseph sir. Over to you. You have to
You're on
unmute
mute.
yourself. Sir, you have to unmute yourself.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. Before that, I would like others to take a photograph.
I request all of you to turn on your videos real quick. Just one.
Toastmaster Tarun, guest Shivam, please open your video. Guest Kendall and Jaya.
Shivam.
Yes, Shivam.
We'd love to see
Yes,
all of the
Kendall.
others as well. Yeah, just a minute. We'll give it another couple of seconds. All right. Okay, in 3, 2, and 1. Thank you.
Now I would like to induct 2 of our members who have recently joined our club. It is my privilege to induct these 2 members to the Speech Weavers Club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills. As we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. Your journey is a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As member of the Speech Weavers Toastmaster Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to help one another in spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Now I will ask our new members to affirm your membership by repeating the following words. Please stand and hold a pen in your hand like this.
Just give me 1 second, I'll grab a pen.
And repeat the words by pronouncing your name. I. Your name, please.
Tarun Kumar.
In the present, and also Dheeraj.
So Dheeraj had to leave, I believe. We only have Tarun. You can go ahead.
Okay. In the presence of fellow members of speech viewers,
In the presence of fellow member of speech weavers,
Toastmaster Club,
Toastmaster Club,
make this obligation
make this obligation
to attend meetings regularly
to attend meetings regularly
and prepare fully for each assignment,
and prepare fully for each assignment,
to apply myself to the projects outlined
to apply myself to the project outlines
in the Toastmasters education program,
in the Toastmaster education program,
to participate
to participate
actively in club activities,
actively in club activities,
to evaluate others
to evaluate others
in a positive, constructive manner,
in a positive, constructive manner,
to build open, friendly relationship
to build open, friendly relationship
with my fellow members
with my fellow members,
and bring to
new
membership
membership
into the club
into the club
so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
the benefit of Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmasters. One warm welcome to you.
Thank you all. Thanks.
Back to Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joseph, for the induction of our new Toastmaster Tarun. A great round of applause to our Toastmaster Tarun and a great welcome to our Speech Viewers Toastmasters Club. We know we are going to attend regularly and be a part of a Speech Viewers Club and enhance your public speaking skills and leadership skills. It's going to be a great journey. I assure you that. With our esteemed Toastmasters like Milind, Toastmaster Milind, Toastmaster Adarsh, Toastmaster Joseph sir, and all the other Toastmasters. And we have regular visitors like our distinguished Toastmaster Saurabh, and I think one of our Toastmasters left, the distinguished Toastmaster left, but yes, there are visiting guests and Toastmaster. You would really have a great journey ahead. All the best to you. And
Thank you
now,
so much.
I think as it is, we are all beyond time today, but let me start. The meeting started on time today. I was thoroughly pleased as we could see everyone present there. Yes, we had some problems as we didn't have two speakers, but two evaluators. But yes, Milind sir came up and he took up the job, and we had Distinguished Toastmasters Saurabh taking up the job of evaluators. So I would really thank both of them to come up and take up the job. Great start by our Toastmaster Milind, being the sergeant of arms. I mean, he always puts so much energy when he starts the meeting. And we have all that radiant smiles when we listen to him, when we put our phones on silent by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say a beautiful start of a great meeting. Also, he played the role of the Toastmaster of the day so well. I mean, he talked about the theme breaking news and he gave us two stories of Shivaji. I broke his first news so instantly by mistake, but yes, we had lovely stories of Shivaji. I mean, we should remember those stories which are real breaking news. Today's when we see the news, breaking news, I mean, we are tired of it because they just flash it, unnecessary news. But some important news should not be missed, like the lockdown, and when we had this currency stopped. I just forgot the word, but whatsoever, that was a great breaking news. Moving on, we had wonderful speeches, and I think I have given my evaluations for all the speakers and all the evaluators. And also, a grammarian did a great job helping me out with the evaluation of the speakers, evaluators, and also the Toastmasters. So I would not go beyond that. Yes, we have to see one thing, be sure about our timing because time is money, and we have just extended today. So I would say, thank you for the patience I would really say thank you for all the patience to all the Toastmasters for being so patient and just carrying on with the meeting. But yes, we, as a general evaluator, I would say we have to be very careful with our timings. A great meeting, it could be improved with the timings. And yes, if we have three speeches, we could have limited our table topics, or we could have missed out our table topics. But our new Toastmasters got a chance, so we were lucky enough to hear them. Anyway, here I am in my report with a great wishing you all the best, and over to our Toastmaster of the day, Milind sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, General Evaluator Seema Vaidya. So now I hand it back to our presiding officer or the president of the club to conclude the meeting.
My dear Toastmasters and honorable guests, I thank one and all for making this meeting a graceful and educational success. I also thank each and every role player for their immense role in making it a very good presentation in whatever manner they found it correct. I also thank all the table topic masters who spoke from their heart and mind. Finally, I wish every one of you a great evening with your family and friends to spend the quality time. Thank you so much and God bless you all. I adjourn the meeting number 786. Now we can have a network system with our friends and members.